So in this video, video is for the business owner who wants to be on social media but has nothing but a smartphone. So you don't need the fancy equipment. You don't need this podcast mic. And in this video, I'm going to show you all the gear that I've used over the last 1 year to actually create content that has generated me over $30,000 in new business revenue with spending $0 in ads. And really, we're going to be only touching on the gear itself. And so there are some things that you can do today that after you watch this video, you'll understand how to actually buy, upgrade, and do the things that you want to do using your smartphone while being on social media. So if you don't know me already, my name is Jonathan DeLeon, and I'm the owner of Next Level Marketing, where we actually elevate business owners, and I coach business owners on how to actually create social media that generates them a profit. So with that, let's get into the video. So the very first thing to understand when you're creating content with your smartphone is the smartphone is very, very powerful. It's extremely powerful. I've been doing content on the smartphone for the longest time. I just recently got a camera, like over a year of just creating content. And over a year, I just got a camera. And I remember when I was sitting back and I was just starting my business and I was like, how am I going to get in front of the right people? How am I going to get in front of the right business owners or in front of the right customers and the clients? How am I going to do it? And that led me down a path of, okay, let's go to networking events. Let's go meet people. Let's go to, Chambers of Commerce events, meetup.com. Let's go to Eventbrite. Let's go to these conferences and we'll meet some people, right? That's what I thought. However, I realized that takes a lot of time. And the reason why I love social media the most is it is leverage on time. And so if you have a smartphone, actually I have two, right? So if you have two, I have two smartphones, right? So, but if you have one, right, you can create content for your business that actually generates you revenue. And so there are ways to ensure that the quality of the content is good. Like right now, I'm on my camera, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like I can easily do a video like this, like, right? I'm taking pictures. I can easily do the video like that. And then I can easily like just face the camera and talk to it. So, I am talking to the camera right now. That's how I actually do videos on the front facing camera. And then on the back facing camera, what I'll do is I'll hit the back facing camera. And then what I'll do is I'll see it like there. So actually what I'd like to do is hold it to my face. So I'll like grab it like this, hold it, press the side button to start it and be like, Jonathan here. I'm creating videos on my phone right now. You don't need a fancy equipment. You don't need a camera. I did it for over a year and it actually works. So your phone is good enough. It's actually probably one of the better phones out there on the market. So don't be sleeping on your phone. Right? And then I'll stop that. And now I have the playback, right? So there you go, right? So you can absolutely create content from your smartphone. But, right, that's not always the best. Like, that's not always going to, like, fit the bill, fit the scenario. Especially, like, vertical. Here's another thing. Like, vertical content, it's primarily for social media. Horizontal content or landscape content on your phone is for YouTube. All right, so let's just, I coach people on how to do social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever platform they really want. However, for this scenario, I'm going to give you the gear list that actually works with everything. So the first thing on the list is the reality that content that nobody can see, but everybody can hear, actually works. If you think about it, audiobooks work, storytelling works, radio works. Nobody's looking at anything, but they hear something. And as long as the thing that they're hearing is good, they're going to want to stay and they're going to want to listen to it. And so that's the very, very, very first thing you actually get is audio. So right here, this is my very first audio microphones. It's like wireless microphones. It's got a little light right there for battery, right? But I'll open it up just to show you. right? It's the Boya microphones. It's nothing too fancy, but it's got this, right? It's got this little dongle, and this is a USB-C. It has adapters as well, but what I'll do is I'll take my phone, I'll take my phone, put it in the dongle, and there you go. Now it's lit up. It's working. It's looking for the thing. And now, if I open my phone, I can just literally pull this out and it auto connects. You see that green light? It's already auto connected. So if I'm, If I'm basically, I can have my phone out here and talk to the camera, right? So this is me on my audio device talking to the camera when my phone is far, far away, and I can actually put my phone across the room and still talk to the audio device, right? And so the key, I mean, this is one way, right? Audio. This is a lavalier mic, basically a clip-on mic, or has this actual clip-on, right? So what I do is I'll just basically put it on my shirt, right? Oh, okay, if that's good, okay. Well, if that's not good, then I'll try to find out another place to put it. So for example, if I have my podcast mic, I'll just like clip it there, right? I know that's probably a lot of noise, but or just clip it on the shirt. This is a clip-on mic, right? But it does come with these fuzzies, these little fuzzy doodad things that basically, just to show you, it'll just go on here, twist it, and then all of a sudden you have this little puff daddy, so that when you're puffing, like the peas don't pop too much. And so it does help with the quality, with the just random noise and wind. So this is definitely one of the very first investments that I did when I started to create content with my smartphone. Is yes, the smartphone audio is good, right? Good enough. I actually do a lot of social media with just the phone audio. But when I really wanted to level up my content, I got this bad boy. Super, super, super good. Because this thing can work. It's got this little adapter as well, right? So you can actually plug this into your computer or laptop or camera or whatever it is that you're recording on. I can use this. I use this a lot, right? And so you can absolutely create content with just the audio device. You can have the worst quality looking video, but as long as your audio is crispy enough and with intention, it would actually make a lot of sense. So this is the Boya microphones, right? So I got this. This is like $80 or something less than $100 to get this, and you'll upgrade your content. It comes with a nice case. It charges it, so you just got to charge the case, and it'll charge the actual thing. And it comes with this little bag, right? So that's cool. So that was definitely the very first thing that I did when I first upgraded my content. The next thing that I did was, I was like, okay, well, how do I upgrade my audio more? Right? Just in case you're wondering, I do have a bigger Boya microphone thing. So this one right here is actually, it actually is, this is the receiver. These are the two microphones. And then there's some adapters. So this one, I like this a lot because it does offer this receiver with a lot of options here. So you can actually see, that it'll pick up different sounds for the different voices. It's just a little bit more advanced. But I do like this one because it does come with like this is for your camera if you do have a camera. But it does come with other cables and such as, like these little microphone cables, how you can like pin somebody up with here you go. So like something like this, where it'll have like a clip on to the suit, right? So it's like, you can't really see it. So if I clip this on right now, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I'll clip it on right now. And then there we go, right? So I got my audio device right here, but sort of blended in, and it's right there, right? And so you can absolutely hide it under a jacket, hide it under a shirt, right? It gives you a little bit more options. I think this one's like $180, but it is a little bit more, beefier of options that you have together. But yeah, those are the audio devices that I used because I like this Boya, this little bit bigger of a Boya microphone set, because it allows us to upgrade while we are moving forward, right? So while we're using it for content on social media, it allows me to use it also for content on videos, on podcasts. I actually shoot a lot of my podcasts on my smartphones. Crazy, right? Crazy. People think like, oh, you have to have these super fancy equipment. The fact is, this is the super fancy equipment, right? All right. So, audio. It's audio number one thing. Definitely, definitely, definitely make sure you have good audio. But if you don't want to get a mic, you can easily watch this. So you just like go to your video. You would go to the facing camera, 0.6, put it to your face like this, and just like talk. Be like, yo, I'm just talking to my phone, super, super close, but the microphone is like super close, so it's picking me up. The problem is when the microphone goes way out here, super, super not as clear, crisp, and crispy content that you really want to go after. So that is audio. You don't even need it. If you have a smartphone, you can definitely handle it with just the smartphone. If you want to go slightly upgraded, you can definitely get one of these, slightly upgraded, lavalier mics. I mean, and then of course, right, what I have right now, what I'm actually shooting this on is my podcast mic. This is, I think, around $300 or something, the Shure MV7. I love this mic just because it's so crispy and I can use it for meetings. I can use it for anything. And the audio is always clear. And that is what you can do, right? And then, of course, there's like the MV7B or some, I think a bigger microphone. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen, but like there's like a bigger microphone here that allows you to like get high quality, extremely high quality, as you've seen in podcasts. But those require those XLR cables, your little Rodecaster deck or something to basically manage the actual inputs while you're recording. So a little bit more intense, but audio, number one thing. You have a lot of options. Okay, let's talk about the thing. Well, if I don't want to hold my camera up here, what did I do? Right? That was like number one thing that I thought. I was like, what if I don't want to hold my camera up, but I want to capture like me working. Like I want to be like right over here, capture me working. So like, the behind the scenes, like working, some kind of shots for social media. So what I did is I got this thing. This is the Ulanzi MG002 or something. Maybe like that. Ulanzi MG002, right? What I like about this is it is a tripod that is magnetic. So I do have a case. This is called the Plataka case. I don't know, but it's got the MagSafe in the back. You can actually see it. And what I'll do is I'll put it on here. And now I have my phone on a selfie stick, right? I can just hold it and I can just record. I can pull it out there. Like, okay, great. But what I really love about this is the tripod is so accessible. So what you do is this is buttons on here at the bottom. You just press the button and it opens up, right? So when it opens up, I mean, this has got like even a button to press, like to actually do a trigger for your camera. But if this actually extends out, so if I wanted to like shoot some content, I'd put it right here, and it'd be like, yo, 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 I'm shooting content. Definitely take a look at the content, right? And then if I wanted it back there, I could like do it while I'm actually doing a video, while I'm actually talking to the video or talking to a meeting. I have my phone back here, recording myself from another angle, which is super, super cool. Like I said, you don't need anything this fancy. This is like $30, but a lot of times they're out of stock. But I like this one, super, super good because, this hops in my backpack, super easy. Pocket, I actually carried it around. It's like a baton, whatever you want to do. Some people are going to look at you like, oh, what do you got there? But it's better than having a huge setup and a huge like tripod thing. So it's like, this is super small, super, super nimble. You can actually use it for anything at all. Definitely highly recommend a tripod somehow because yes, you can absolutely get by with holding your phone. Like I've definitely done it. Hold my phone like that. Just talk. Or prop your phone on something, right? So if I wanted to prop my phone on like this, I'll talk, right? But just nice to have. So that's 100% what I'd recommend there, just to help you actually do the shooting. All right. Now we talked about audio. We talked about your actual how do you actually hold the phone or hold the smartphone while you're shooting. And then the other thing that we consider is, and this is getting to a little bit even more advanced stuff. Like you don't even need anything beyond that. Like truly, that is pretty much it. But if you really want to take your stuff to the next level, like the biggest thing to consider, and this is a bonus, right? Just those two things that I told you, the audio plus the tripod, just those two things alone, absolutely 100% help you generate content from your smartphone that's crispy, good, and you have a lot of options. You can do YouTube, social media, but as a bonus, the thing that you really should consider is lighting. Lighting is the number one thing that makes or breaks a video. If you have poor lighting, then your whole video is not going to look as crispy. You can have the nicest looking camera. You can have literally the camera I'm using right now. You can have a great camera, but bad lighting. Here, let me turn off the light to show you. All right. Yeah. So if I were to do a video like this, this is not cool, right? So this is no lighting, just a little bit of window light in front of me. But let me turn on just normal light. Right? This is just like my light and the ceiling that's somehow working, right? But let me turn back on my actual Amaran light. Right? I'm back. Camera has not shifted. Nothing has changed. The only difference was lighting. So lighting is extremely important. However, that doesn't mean that you have to buy this super fancy light. Yes, I have a studio light. Studio lights are phenomenal. They're fabulous because you can create your own light and create your own tone. You create your own whatever it is that you're looking to do. But not everyone's going to do that. I understand because, hey, we're on a smartphone budget. We have our smartphone. We want to actually start generating content from it. So what do? My biggest suggestion, this is your bonus, right? Take your smartphone, take your tripod, take your audio device, connect it all together, prop up the tripod somewhere outside, because the best lighting ever, in my opinion, is the sun. Crazy, right? We all have access to the best lighting ever. We just got to make sure we're using it. We got to get out there. We got to let the light shine on our face while we're shooting. Because right now I only have one light coming at my face, right? I mean, it's a little bright, but I could probably tone that down just a little bit. But the fact is, you can see my face clearly. I got a camera. The fancy equipment doesn't matter if you don't have your basics correct. So that is what the gear that I use for smartphone content creation on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, as well as YouTube. Remember, the only difference is social media, YouTube. That's it. And so if you just understand that you don't need much other than an audio device, a way to hold your phone, and good lighting, that's all you need to start creating content. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that was useful to you and how I actually use the gear that I use to do smartphone content, and how do you actually start to produce content yourself with the camera that you already have, the video device that you already have. Apple, Android, doesn't matter. So if that was helpful, like this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll definitely be happy to share some more insight to you. But also, if you're looking to help understand how to actually create content and what to say when you're in the content and when you're creating these YouTube videos, and how to say it when you're creating these reels on social media, you don't really know what to do. What I want you to do is click on this video and click on the links below. I actually run a masterclass to show you how to do that. But before you even do that, click on the video, watch this next video, and I will show you exactly how to say things in your content and also how to never run out of content. And also, the biggest thing is how to do all this within less than 3 minutes a day. So, remember, like, subscribe to this video. Hopefully, this is helpful. Let me know in your comments, let me know in the comments if it was or not. And with that, once again, my name is Jonathan Delion, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.